Assalamu alaikum to everyone. And where do I start? Obviously, it's a very difficult subject to touch, and a lot is going on. Particularly, my first note is to thank Bilal for obviously inviting and asking me to say a few words on this occasion. Particularly, my best wishes for, of course, Dr. Sadar, whom I met, and we had a dinner over, and I will be touching a few things that we have actually discussed. And particularly, my sister here, she's from my constituency, so obviously, and Nixon was very dear, close to my heart. Also a candidate, good to see him, because obviously you all know from my sister that I've seen first time, obviously, but we'll get to know because you're my constituency, so we will have a discussion. What can I say about Bilal particularly? Bilal has grown up in front of my eyes. We've shared many things for over the last 40, 45 years. And you know, he's like a younger brother to me, younger son to me, or younger kid. You know, he's just someone that is so close. And I'm very close to the family because his mother and father, they see me like a younger brother. And they've always treated me in such a way that, you know, as my family they are. So literally, Bilal grew up right in front of my eye. And I'm sure many of you will share the same thing, particularly Abid also here. And I'm very glad to see that one particular person was sitting right in front of my dear Baba. Of course, sitting by his wife here, you know, her support alone means a lot. So Bobby, thank you for supporting these people, you know, but when they need it the most. Because the way I say that when they need it the most is anything that is formed from the beginning. The beginning is the hardest part. So there is a saying, the first push of the roll is the best push of all. So, you know, what you see here on this today is not the real reflection of the community that to come. Because you know that there is a mela happening. And our people would like to choose enjoyment over any politics. So they're all there at this moment in time. But those people here are alone is a group. So every individual that's sitting here are work as a group. So don't take that as think that this whole entire room is filled with people. That's one thing I can tell you. But let's get to the subject now. I am a Labour supporter and has been for many years, as Bobby quite correctly says, because our ancestors are with the Labour for many, many years. And we have supported. And I have the view. I have the view about the Labour just a couple of weeks ago, even a week before that when I had a dinner with Dr. Saf, you know, and we discussed, you know, my view was totally different. But now, all of a sudden, I felt like it's a duty upon me to change myself. And why the change comes is because we, the ethnic minorities, or the people so-called migration people, you know, who have come to this country, are like we are in a circus of politics. You know, all the leaders, not only particularly I would say Labour or Conservative, all the Labour parties are trying to cash in on the migrants. And they think we are migrants. We are not anything less than the British people. Because they have looted us for 200 and 250 years from our country. And you know, what I wanted to touch is this. I'm really, really sickened by the comment that made by the Kyrgyzstan. As a leader of a Labour Party and who's going to lead the nation, future, you know, this is what their prediction is. He singled out Bangladeshi communities. And he forgot that Bengal famine, they killed 2.5 million Bangladeshi people, starved them to death. I don't know if you can recall this. And you know, now to say that we are hardworking people that came here, and we are no less British than anybody else because they are the head of the Commonwealth. If they are the head of the Commonwealth, that gives us the automatic right to be here. So I don't really see the role that is a big fuss about this political issue. Every single time the election happens, local election or the central election to make government to form, there always seems to be an issue about migrants. You know, none of the Bangladeshi, Pakistani and India come through a channel, boat or fence, jump fences. We are all entering this country, and I can vouch on that and touch on my heart, and I can tell you that every single Bangladeshi has entered into this country has come through a legal means. And then they were actually became illegal. Now, let's take this example. At this moment in time, the country is going through recession. They have allowed international students to come to this country. Every student that came to this country, they have fulfilled the requirements of the Great Britain migration rule, and they have been issued with a visa to come here. The only reason why they have allowed so many students at this moment in time is because of recession. If they don't bring the money, the international students don't come here, we would have our university and colleges closed. Many of them are closed. No doubt in that in my mind. Then we have the workforce. They need a cheap labor. Now they're given a skilled permission to come in this country. Everybody met the requirement they came. Now I can tell you this from my experience previously, that there was an SP sector, people came for short time, they were allowed back in a couple of decades ago. There were a lot of students many times, as you can recall. I'm going to take a little bit of long time just to explain myself and a little background on how we entered into this country and how we have become an EU. We are victim of their system, nothing else. We are victim of their system. Couple of decades ago, they opened colleges and university in people's bedroom. They gave a license to people to open anywhere and everywhere. And then all those people came from Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, or Africa, another less privileged nation. They came here to seek a better life, better education. They give everything that they had. All the finances that they can gather, sold their lands, and everything they had, they sold to come to here for a better study. When they came here, there were no colleges, there was no university, the room was filled. You have one room in somebody's bedroom, literally that was a college or university. Eventually the government realized what they did. They gave a license like a mushroom, and then they start cancelling those licenses. As a result of that, what happened? As a result of that, all the students came here in this country, they had no course to go to. They have no classroom to attend. The license was taken, now they're no longer a student. So if they cannot attend the course, nor they can go to their classrooms, doesn't exist, then what happens? They became illegal immigrants because they're not studying, they're here to study. So eventually, these people gave everything they had for a better life, seek a better life, coming to the United Kingdom, so-called, safe haven or whatever, they call it. I say it's a they say, oh, we are the mother of democracy. This is the democracy, this is not democracy. This is the capitalism. I don't see the democracy, I don't see the secularism in this country anymore, because everybody is thinking that everyone with a brown skin, everyone with a black skin are different than them. We are no different than them. I work 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Abid can tell you, many of you can. Bobby can tell you. We work 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to earn our bread and butter. We work more than anybody else. We entertain them. They give us SP sector people to come in, work permit people to come in. Eventually, you'll find that those licenses are cancelled. By the time they want to become illegal, the license will be cancelled or will not be renewed again.